Jim Casey with us from the Dallas Mountaineers baseball team, an assistant coach on this program. And Jim, let's talk a little bit about this year. I'm sure things started out a little different to where you guys are now, but hey, it's when you're playing hot, and you guys right now are as hot as you're going to get, headed to the state championship game.
Yeah, it started off with a big injury with Lee Eckert going down, and if you would have told me that we'd be in the state championship without our number one pitcher, I would have thought you're crazy. But then going 2-6, and we really had to question our guys' toughness, and we really had to work with them and get them to understand, like, 2-6 isn't going to cut it. We cannot lose another game. If we want to win the conference, if we want to do anything, we need to win every game. And they really just bought in. They bought in. I'm more of a quiet leader of the assistant staff. Bobby Aden, who you'll talk to next, probably he tells it like it is, and they really bought in, and we haven't lost 12 in a row.
Let's talk. We talk so often about the players and how they complement each other. Talk about how the coaching staff complements each other.
We have four of us. Kenny and I have been together for 15 years. I mean, right from in 2003, I first met him, and he followed my playing career. I played for Valley West. I played for Wilkes, and he asked me, without even knowing me, if I'd coach with him. And it's just been a great ride with him. Bobby Aden and Paul Narcom have been great additions to the staff. I mean, Bob is kind of taken over calling the pitches duty for me a little bit. I sit with the stats, let him know what each batter has done. It's been a great help, especially for me, to take a little bit of load off me with the pitching. And and having Giacometti this year as a student assistant, he threw in his opinion too. And we just balance each other off great.
The kids overall, you had good senior leadership with that smaller group. They knew there's some talented guys as underclassmen, but really seemed like that's a mature group of seniors you have.
It really is. I mean, it's J.D. Barrett, he's a baseball guy. I mean, he wants to win. Giacometti, even when he was on the bench, he was a bench jockey, and having him back in the lineup is so huge. Christo Huntington, I think he's the best first baseman we've had here in 15 years. I mean, he is a great leader. Jimmy Osho doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he's a great guy on the bench. And even Lee Eckert, hey, guy hasn't picked up a ball here, but he's showing up to every practice, every game, and his attitude is great.
That's great to hear. Of course, it's been a great run, and one more to go. And we wish you well, of course, in the state championship. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Bob Aden is with us, an assistant coach with the Dallas Mountaineers baseball team. And Bob, talk about your contributions to this team at Dallas area. What do you think you have to offer?
Well, I joined this crew later than anyone else that's been here. This is my fourth year. I came from Sawyersville Legion, and I coached at Valley West also for 9 years. And I was fortunate enough to win a state championship with Sawyersville Junior Legion, so this is my second shot at it, but I'm hoping it turns out just as well as that did. But I work with pitchers, hitters, whatever I see, and I think I can add some input, I do. And Coach Kashadis is great with taking it. Doesn't use everything, but uses something, so it works out well.
And of course, one of your assistants played with you at Valley West back in '96. You guys were state runner-ups. Talk about that whole experience and being around baseball in high school and knowing that feeling that these guys are going through.
Knowing the feeling, knowing what they're thinking, how they're preparing, what they're going through right now. It does help, but this is the kids that they're a little different nowadays. It's a very loose crew. They take things probably a little differently than we did, and that's a good thing. They've been put in pressure situations. They've handled it as well as they possibly could have, and that's nice to see. So again, being there, we know a little bit how they feel, but this is the kids, and we feel great the way they're handling it.
How is this team that was at one point 2-6 now playing for a state championship?
Early in the year, we had some winnable games, and guys weren't coming up with the big play. They weren't making the big pitch, getting a key hit, making a defensive play that could change a game. When we hit the middle of the season, things just clicked, and guys started to buy in. You win a game, they get some confidence. You win another game, they get more confidence. And a big change for us in the middle of the season, Matt Mathers became our catcher. And we haven't lost with him as our catcher. He has been excellent at blocking the ball. He's thrown some runners out. And we feel that has made us a better team. And he really has changed the way we felt as a team.
Great to see you go this far. Of course, one more to go. We wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Charles Giacometti joining us from the Dallas area Mountaineers. He is a senior. He's getting ready for a state championship game, and him and his Mountaineers. And Charles, you guys are here. One more game to go. How did you guys get here?
Wasn't easy. 2-6, all the way to a division championship, to a district championship, won a couple games in states, to what we're going to play in the state championship. So it was not easy, but we somehow got here through hard work, and here we are. We're just ready to play one more game.
Talk about the patience that you had this year for yourself.
Dealing with an injury, it was tough. Everybody's got a job. I said it on my previous interview. Everybody's got a job on this team. You got to be a leader. You got to make sure the sophomores are in line, so you can pass that down. So just keep rolling. So my job this year was kind of lead. And once these players bought in, you saw what happened. We went on a tear, and here we are in the state championship. So everybody got a role, and I just had to do mine.
What did you learn about your coaching staff? Because you kind of were maybe in on some of the stuff that was going on out there. Tell us a little bit about what you kind of, if they listened to, hey, maybe that might work.
Yeah, our coaching staff knows a lot about baseball. Of course, our coach Shadis has been here 15 years. Coach Aden, Coach Casey, Coach Narcom, they all know baseball. They all love baseball, and they're always around the game. So when I kind of gave my 2 cents in there, they took it into consideration, but maybe they had a little more experience than me in some things. But I learned a lot. But all credit to our coaching staff. We bought into them.
At some point in our life, we all get a little humbled. Yeah. Obviously, an injury can humble anyone.
Yeah.
For you, I'm sure you're relishing every moment you have. The opportunity to play must feel fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, just to get back in the lineup and now playing the state championship as a senior, it's incredible. I mean, Cinderella story from my end, and I think from 2-6, I mean, some kids might be considering it a Cinderella story, but not these guys here. But it's just what we expected to be in, and here we are.
Loose group, one of the coaches said. Talk about what you like about that looseness that brings you guys to the ballpark and as you play.
Yeah, we all like each other. There's not one guy on the team single out, There's just no cancerous cells on this team. Everybody gets along well, and come to practice, it's fun, it's loose, relaxed, and that's how we play it. And we take it day by day, and that's how we play, and we approach it like that.
Well, we appreciate you coming out to Arcaro and Genell's Takeaway Kitchen, and the best of luck in the state championship game.
Thank you very much.
Wilma Crum joins us from the Dallas Mountaineers baseball team, and we'll remember you from just a few years ago on that Little League team that was pretty darn good at Dallas. You're a baseball guy, huh?
Yeah, baseball has pretty much just consumed my life since I was 8 years old. Having an older brother that plays Division I baseball now at Monmouth University in New Jersey, it's just every second, no other sports pretty much, has just been baseball, so that's been what I've been doing.
You go back a few years, how many of those guys are still with you playing in the Dallas area from that Little League team?
A lot, actually. We got Justin Finderelli, a lot of the freshmen, like Jake Connolly, Lucas McGeehan, Sam Nacito, Freddie Lombardo, a lot of those guys are still playing, so it's good to see that.
What is it about this group of guys that, you have experience like that, and I'm sure that was priceless as a young kid. You get a little bit older now, and now you're in another priceless situation.
Yeah, our guys we don't have anybody that's like, we don't butt heads. Everybody on the team likes each other, got good chemistry, and that's where it's better than just having a bunch of guys that can play ball but don't like each other, so I think that's...
How about the senior leadership? What kind of credit do you give those guys? They all talk highly about the sophomore class or the freshmen. Yeah. How about what you guys have to say about that?
The senior class is huge this year. Christo Huntington, JD Barrett, Charles Giacometti coming back from an injury that it's supposed to take 8 to 10 months. It's big to have them back and in the lineup.
How about top pitcher goes down? What's it been like, though? Coaches are saying, hey, this guy's at every practice. He's there. He's supportive.
Yeah, Lee Eckert, just definitely a fun guy to be around. Like, you're around him, he's cracking jokes, smiling, even though you can't be out in the field, which that's tough to do, to just be having a constant smile on your face.
Talk about some contributions that you feel like you're bringing to this team.
Well, it's as a team effort. Like, if I'm not doing my job one day, I know that Luxick, Deskey, Lewis, I know that Collins, everybody else has my back on the team, so it's definitely just a group effort.
All right, well, we wish you the best in your state championship game.
Thank you.
Mike Luxick is with us from the Dallas Mountaineers baseball team. And Mike, let's talk about your role on this year's squad.
I'm just glad Coach Giacometti has given me the opportunity, to make contributions on the varsity level this year. I like to go out there and just do my job for the team, and do anything my team needs to help us win the game. Put together a good, nice string of wins here, and we've all had a huge part. Each kid has had a huge part in this string of wins we put together.
What's it been like to be an underclassman with this group and learning from some of these seniors?
It's been a pleasure. I couldn't have asked for a better group of seniors to be mentored by. They really help us out a lot, and like I said, they've done a great job. I've loved playing with them. I'm gonna miss them really. I'm gonna miss them a lot next year when they go.
What kind of credit do you think goes to your team to bounce back from that record you had, but to kind of keep believing in each other? There's so much confidence, I guess, on this team right now, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been playing with a ton of confidence, but I think the mentality is, the past few games, the past 12 games that we've won, we're kind of just going out and playing. We're not thinking too much. We're not hyping it up a lot. Let's go out and play baseball and try to win.
You guys are down in particular in that last game, and a little late in the game, you guys find a way to get it done. Talk about whether there's some nerves there, or was there a little bit of confidence saying, hey, we're still going to keep at it?
Yeah, there's obviously a little nerves, but I for one had confidence. I had confidence in my teammates. We were going to pull out a win, and sure enough, we did.
Well, great to hear. Great to be able to soak all this playoff stuff up, and we wish you guys the best of luck coming up.
Thank you very much.
Mike Collins joins us here at the Takeaway Kitchen at Arcaro and Genell from Dallas area. And Mike, you're an outfielder. Let's talk about the outfield. Take us through some of the guys who play out there with you.
Hi, John. Thank you for having me. Well, in left field, we usually have Drew Patton, which he's been suffering from a hamstring injury lately. So once in a while, if he's not feeling well, have Bowden Lewis out there. And in center field, we have Jaron Deskey, sophomore, and I'm over in right.
As far as you guys covering the ground out there, talk about how you guys complement each other.
I think for the most part, we're covering it well this season. Most of us can run it well. I think we all think of each other as great players, and I think we're doing a great job this season.
For you, let's talk about all the underclassmen that are pretty talented. You happen to be one of them. Why are you guys doing so well? Is a lot of experience playing baseball over your careers?
I think most of it we're doing well because of team chemistry. We just all work together. Beginning of the season was a little rough, starting 2-6. Coach Giacometti did a great job of bringing us together as a team, and our chemistry has gotten so much better throughout the games. Once we started winning, we just like playing with each other more.
Do you remember it as like a particular speech or a particular practice or something that kind of the button got pushed for you guys to kind of respond, or was it just that first game after 2-6 where you got to 3-6 and then to 4-6?
I think it was when we lost to Hazleton, which was our last loss. It was really a wake-up call for us. Like, we needed to change things, and the next day at practice we were working hard. We knew we had to win the next game that Monday, and ever since then we played Pittston, started winning, and haven't stopped since.
Camaraderie seems to be the big factor with this group. Talk about being part of this fun. You guys, number one, are probably having fun, but you're also winning baseball games.
Yeah, it's just a great experience to having great guys by your side, playing the game of baseball. It's just so much fun, especially when you're winning.
Well, I'm sure you're looking forward to one more game, one more opportunity for you guys, and we wish you guys the very best.
Thank you very much for having me.
Jaron Deskey joining us from the Dallas area Mountaineers baseball team. He is a sophomore, and Jaron, let's talk a little bit about being a baseball guy, loving the sport, being a part of that successful Little League team a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Why do you love the game of baseball?
Played it since I was real small. always liked it because it just kept moving on. Something always different happened.
You guys are doing well overall as far as the lineup this year. Take us through some of those bats this year.
Mike Luxick, always hitting the ball out in the outfield, doing whatever he can to get it out there. Mike Collins, known since Little League, always makes contact in big situations. Charles came in real late and delivered.
Lee Eckert unfortunately had that injury. Top pitcher coming in, he goes down. You don't have him, but how about other guys stepping up and being on that mound and delivering for you?
Yeah, Nick Kocher, always drilling in the strikes, hitting the spots, striking out kids, doing whatever he can, and Josh Lyden, the man. Long arm, he just sticks it in there and just shoves it down the throats.
Of course, having a catcher this year that has responded and hasn't lost this year as a catcher. Talk a little bit about your catcher.
Good arm. Sometimes he likes to poke the ball out in the outfield when he gets a chance, and always good with the frame.
Talk about you being kind of a quiet guy. There's a couple of those guys on the team, but hey, you're a sophomore. You just got to go out and do your job. What does Coach expect of you?
He expects lots of hits, driving in some runs in key situations, and playing a good outfield.
We'll keep up the good work with one more game to go there for Dallas area, all right?
Yep.
JD Barrett with us from Dallas area, the Mountaineers. And JD, you were the big hero the other night in a key situation. You guys find your guys down in the game, late in the game. You come up with a huge hit, driving in a few runs there and take the lead. Take us through what that was like and what you were actually able to do.
Well, you know, I kind of saw the situation setting up when I was on deck. I was just really mentally preparing for it and preparing for the other situations that could possibly be coming up as well. So it really started before I got in the batter's box. Then when I got in there, I saw the situation, you know, bases loaded, one out, down a couple runs. The lefty's on the mound, didn't give me anything good to hit, just gave me 2 curveballs outside corner, got me 0-2 right off the bat. I was just kind of like, all right, now I just got to battle, put something in play. Then hung me one on the inside corner and hit it really hard right to first baseman. I saw it, I was just like, I really hope he's not going to catch that because I knew I hit it really hard, but it was right at him. Luckily, found a hole and bounced over the right fielder. I got the third on it, scored all 3 runs.
So it's that close of a game and that type of situation where a guy could make a play, but you just happen to get that hit in there. Talk about the feeling for you. Was that your greatest baseball feeling you've ever had?
I wouldn't say the greatest. I've had some really other good moments in my baseball career so far, but it's definitely at the top of the list. But I was just really glad I could help the team out in that situation.
All these guys, these young guys, talk about the senior leadership, and you guys have complimented them, saying, boy, our young guys are really great. And everybody's saying, hey, the coaches are doing their job. Chemistry is so important between coaches and players and seniors and sophomores. How do you see it with this whole Dallas Mountaineers baseball team?
Oh, like you said, the chemistry is just insane. We love being with each other every day. Practice, games, doesn't matter where, long bus rides. And that's really what helps us out the most. I mean, if we didn't like each other, we would want to get the season over with and just not be with each other anymore. But it's just so fun to be around these guys and just taking it all the way. Like, this is the longest we could possibly play in high school season, so it's just amazing to be in this situation right now.
Coach Kashadis has emphasized, hey, we're going hard today. We're putting in a real hard work. We're going to work at this. Today may be a little different. So he kind of knows when to press on the gas and when to kind of slow things down. Talk about him and the other coaches and kind of knowing you guys and knowing what to do.
Yeah, he does a good job with that stuff. I mean, he's been around us a while now, so he kind of knows how each of us play and how each of us kind of approach practice, stuff like that. Our assistant coaches do a great job, which is helping the practice run. You know, they have a lot of good knowledge too. You know, Coach Casey knows a lot about pitchers, stuff like that. Coach Aden, he just has an overall good knowledge of the game. Narcum, he's always there to help out at practice. I just like being around him and his knowledge as well. And old Coach Kashadis, he's always there with the stats. He's got every stat you could possibly need and every scouting report. He does a really great job with that.
What's it like from your perspective to see a father and son kind of coaching combination there? As you said, Mr. Kashadis kind of there, and he's kind of a pretty darn good baseball-wise guy. He may offer a couple little sprinkles here and there that may be important. throughout the season.
He's definitely gave me some good knowledge since I've been here sophomore year. I mean, I always learn something new with him every year. It's amazing what you don't know in this game, and it's amazing what like one person can teach you.
Overall, this experience is a once in a lifetime. Obviously, you guys want to do one more game. Everybody wants to win the state championship, but to get there and do what you guys could possibly do, it'd be an amazing feeling. But either way, you guys will know that it's been a tremendous season.
Oh, definitely. Coming back from 2-6. I mean, it's starting to become like a cliche right now. 2-6, 12 in a row. But I really mean it. It's just awesome to be in this situation right now, and to win it all with this group of guys. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. So I'm really looking forward to Friday.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, Christo Huntington is with us, another senior on this squad here at Dallas area. And Christo, it's been a special ride. There's no other way to describe it, I guess. And how are you soaking up this feeling, the day-by-day practice, the games, everything?
It's been like a Cinderella story throughout the whole season. Coming back from 2-6 has been a long journey, but like I said in the interview we had before, our seniors really stepped up during a practice and said, you know what, this is the time we need to shut all the funny business down and really start working hard, and it looks like it's paid off so far. So
coaches give you guys credit, say, hey, we kind of have a loose group here, but again, as seniors, the sophomores will say, boy, what great mentors they have been. So knowing when to work, knowing when to have fun, and knowing when to kind of somewhere in the middle. You guys have done a good job of leading by example.
Yeah, because we've been playing together for almost 10 years, the majority of us, we've had key contributors just to the team morale, like Ron, other players on the team, and we've just been able to get the band together and make this deep playoff run, hoping for the state championship.
Talk about the pitching group in particular. Some group will say, guys, hey, we got guys who could throw real hard. We got guys that are pretty smart when they get the ball. What would you describe your pitching staff as?
If I could describe it in one word, it would be dynamic. Probably because you have older guy, Nick Kocher, just a force on the mound, pushes every game, 100 pitches max him out every game. We're thankful he has an arm like that. Josh Leiden, especially on the back end, he's a tough guy, especially coming out of that bullpen. Jaron Deskey steps in as a reliever, and he started a clutch game for us and really pushed through in the state playoff run. It's been a long ride, but they've done their jobs, and we're really thankful for that.
If you can remember everybody, and I'm sure you have it memorized, but take us through that lineup, write down and what every guy kind of has done this year and you hope to do.
Okay. Top to bottom, Darren Kardesky leads off. He swings at every strike. Every strike he gets a chance to swing, he puts it in play, and that's why we need him there at the top. Number 2, we have JD Barrett at second base. He comes through clutch, delivers. He's an RBI machine. 3, we usually have Mike Luxick. He's a gap shooter, hits the ball really hard when he makes contact. Number 4, Nick Kocher, once again sac fly RBI machine guy. Number 5, we have normally it's Mike Collins or Drew Patton, one of those two guys. Mike Collins is a big doubles guy, doubles, triples, and another RBI machine. Then usually I think it's Drew Patton, left field, he starts. And he hits the ball very hard, a lot of fly balls, so that middle of the lineup is very dynamic and very powerful. Then usually to round it out we have Charles Giacometti in the DH spot, and then either Matt Mathers or Bowden Lewis, and then Wilma Crum at shortstop. He hits the ball very hard and shoots the gaps and runs the bases very well. And then I round it out at the end, laying down bunts, getting on any way I can, and helping out the team.
As far as this experience you guys have, it is a once in a lifetime. You guys are going to remember the young guys remember the old guys, but eventually you guys are all going to go your different ways, but you're hoping to make a real lasting memory, and I guess whatever happens on Friday, and obviously everybody wants to win the state championship game, but what has worked for you guys for 12 games in a row? Has it just been a lot of chemistry and a lot of confidence, kind of building a pyramid?
Yeah, definitely a lot of chemistry. We've been able to build team chemistry throughout the year. When the seniors stepped in at that 2-6 point, we just decided we need to get on a mojo. We need to do things as a team. We realized what we changed from last year and how we were able to band better together as a team. I know the guys, they made different lyrics to the song All Star to correlate our season. It's really cool. That was cool. That brought the team together. just little things like that make the team band together, and we're very happy for that going into the state championship game.
Christo, great to see you again. Congratulations on a great run here at Arcaro and Genell's Takeaway Kitchen.